So let's take a look at the for loop in more detail. The for loop uses an underscore, and it counts from 1 up to, but not including 3. If we change this, it would count from 1 up to 3. And of course you can change these numbers to anything you want. This underscore represents a variable, but because inside the for loop we do not use this variable, we just use a underscore, which is essentially a generic variable. If we wanted to, we could use an x value, and then we can use that variable inside the for loop and run it, and you'll see we can get the value of x. If we do not use x inside the for loop, you'll see Xcode will give you a warning. It says there's no point in declaring a variable name because you never use it inside the for loop. And so that's why you can use an underscore character. But if you use a variable name, you can use that variable name inside of your loop, like that. And of course we can change this to anything we want. And if we run this code, you'll see we get all of these different values starting at 12 to 53. We could do this like this. So you can start with a negative number and go up to a positive number. So this is basically how a for loop works. And a for loop lets you repeat one or more lines of code a specific number of times. So when you use odd numbers like a negative 12 up to 5, it's not clear how many times your for loop is running. So that's why it's generally best to do something like this. Start at 1 and go up to and include, or go up to but not include, the last number. And so anytime you know ahead of time exactly how many times you need to loop, you want to use a for loop. And again, the for loop has a variable here that you can give a name to, but you only want to give it a name if you're using it inside of your for loop. Otherwise, just use an underscore.